Well, hold on, you guys. I gotta put this thing. Okay, the girl is here. The girl is here, you guys. Okay. Let me scoot back and see if I'm gonna do this. I swear I got to I should I come up some, stay back. I think that's good. Um yeah, y'all. So actually I am going to be this is recorded live. Okay, so I am actually going to be recording my unclockable nose contour technique video. So I'm hopping on here on live right now, um, and just kind of preparing for it while I tell y'all, you know, what's been going on and stuff like that. Just checking in with you guys. It's Wednesday, the middle of the week, and I feel it's the right time to check in. You guys already know I'm going to be going live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So here we are, y'all. So I'm about to start, and I'm going to be doing some eyeshadow while I tell you guys what's going on. Okay, so first, I think I want to, and bear with me too, because sometimes it's hard to do makeup while talking, but bear with me, okay? But anyway, so I already done prepped my lids and everything. You already know what I use. I use the same things. And yeah, so let's get on. Um, you guys, last week was really nice for Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, all is well. Thank you. So, and thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. So, yeah, last week was really nice at church and stuff like that, right? And so, I was just going to come on here and just share like a little testimony really quick. I actually, hold on, y'all. I'm going to use this one, the Huda. I actually have a testimony. So basically, I had to do a little handy dandy work, okay? And if you know anything about your girl, I love trying to fix whatever I can, with my own hands before I, call for service and stuff like that, right? So I had to fix my son's window, the little screen or whatnot, right? And the frame was broken. Oh, you know what? I just remembered me. The frame was broken. So I'm like, oh my God, I kind of procrastinated on that. And then so I finally got myself on down to Lowe's. I don't know where you guys are from, but I'm from California in the States. And we have this hardware, home improvement store called Lowe's, right? And so I found my way down there. I was looking at videos and I was trying to figure out how to actually do it. And so I was like, I came to the assumption that, yeah, I could get this done. So I reminded myself that in the morning, I was going to take like the frame and take like the screen and everything down there so it wouldn't be like any what is it called, like confusion as to measurements and stuff like that, because I suck at that. Okay, and so I took it on down there thinking that all is well and everything going to go smooth, right? And so I got to the counter when I walked in there, and I went to the customer service desk. And so it was a nice lady down there, and she was like, "Oh, what can I help you with?" Because I got this big old screen, this big old, frame and everything in my hand. And so she was like, "Okay, what can we help you with?" I told her what I needed, and then she called somebody on the radio. She sent me specifically to a specific person that was going to help me with the measurements and everything. So I went over there, and it was a lady, kind of far down the aisle because it's a huge store, okay? And so she was down there, so I kind of waved her down, so she could know it was me. I'm like, hey, she kind of made her way on down closer to where I was at. And so she's like looking at me like confused, like, and I was like, oh yeah, no. She's like, what do you need? I got this big old screen and everything in my hand, right? Oh my God. And so she was like, okay, like, what can I help you with? And I was like, I'm looking to try to, replace this, And so she was like, okay, let me see. And so she just kind of like slowly looked at the stuff on the wall, and looked back down in my hand and looked up, and I was holding it. And mind you, I don't know if you know, if when a window screen is kind of broken, it's liable to like kind of be like wobbly and stuff, because you can't, it's not in frame, so it's like going all like this and stuff. So she takes her little measuring tape, and she like holds it up like while it's like this in my hand. She was like doing like the measurement, and I said, well, you want me to like try to straighten it or put it? No, I no. And I said, oh my God, okay. I'm thinking like, oh shoot, here we go. This is about to be a horrible experience, because off the top you could just feel like I was not yeah. Anyway, and so she took the measurement, and she looked back on the wall, and then she was like, yeah, we don't have that. Yeah, no, because you would have to cut it. And mind you, she's talking super slow, right? I got my son with me. He's 6 years old. I'm trying to be in and out and stuff. He's about to start asking me to buy stuff and all this kind of stuff. And I'm on a budget right now, you guys. And so I'm like, okay. And she's like, yeah, like you have to get it cut and everything. And yeah, I don't know. And we don't do that here. So I don't know. Yeah. And she looks back down in my hand again, and I'm still holding it. And I'm like, okay. And so she's like, yeah, so, I don't know. She said, let me go and radio like one of her coworkers or something like that. And so I was like, oh, okay, because I'm like, yeah, anybody right now, because right now this is not feeling good. And so she she started talking about the frame again, and pointing at stuff. And in my mind, I'm just like a straight shooter type of person, and even like in my work field, like everyone really do love doing business with me, because I'm just a straight shooter. Like, I figure out the problem solution, or if I can't, find a solution, like we're going to get you, to someone that can, help you in a timely manner. These people got things to do, and so I guess she just took her little time, and she just started talking about the frame again. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I could feel my son in the aisle, and he's starting to wobble and do all this twirling and twisting. And I'm like, oh, okay, yep, he's getting warmed up. If you got kids, if you know, you know. And I'm like, okay, yeah. And so she was like, trying to have another conversation about the freaking frame. And I said, oh, I didn't mean to cut her off, but I was like, yeah, oh yeah, didn't you say that you was going to radio, your coworker or whatever? And she was like, oh yeah, okay. And so she radioed them or something, and then she told me she would be right back. And I'm thinking like, okay, she radioed them. Okay, so they have a radio. So maybe they didn't hear it, because I know how it works. I worked in jobs that we have to correspond through, radios and stuff like that. And so I'm like, well, maybe they just don't have it on, or, in their ear or whatever. And so she was like, she'll be right back. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh, thank God. She's about to go get somebody else. And so she went to go get the coworker. And so I'm just standing in the line, and I'm like, you know what? I just have a really bad feeling about this. I know this lady is not trying to help me with, like her heart, her soul is not in it. I could just tell like she's really standoffish a little bit. And so I was like, yeah, I was just preparing, and I was like, well, let me try to start um searching for one somewhere else. You know what I mean? Because like while I'm waiting here, I don't know how long this is about to take. And maybe I should just start searching for something for one somewhere else, nearby. So I start searching over there by, what is it called? Home Depot. Okay, so Home Depot, which is another, I don't know where you're from, but it's another home improvement store. And so, yeah, so I started searching them. I got them on the phone and everything. I mean, I called them and I was on hold, and then so while I was waiting, my patience was tried. I'm usually a very patient person, and at this moment, like at this point in what's going on here, I'm still being patient. I'm just noticing what's going on, and I'm like, yeah, this is about to be horrible. So what I did was I just waited and waited. I started talking and playing, with my son and stuff. I'm waiting on hold for somebody to pick up the phone at Home Depot. So then, y'all, somebody I noticed it was a employee of the store down the hall, like he was way down the aisle. I mean, and he was just standing there, kind of like on his phone, or it could have been like one of the little devices that they use for the store and stuff. And so he was just like standing there looking down in it the whole time. And then I was like, oh, okay. I wanted to ask, but then I was like, no, she'll be right back. And then so he came on over and then he was like, he said, oh, what do you need help with? And it wasn't like oh, let me know if you need help, and walk away or nothing like that. He actually like stayed there, like he knew he was about to help me. And he asked me, what do you need? What do you need? He said, what do you need? Oh, this is what you use right here, and this, and what all you do is you just like hook he started explaining to me how to do it and everything, and showing me every little thing on the wall that she was already attempting to talk about. And yeah, and oh my God, that experience was amazing. I got my stuff, went to the counter, paid and everything, and gave a good word up there at the front, and did the little survey, which I mean, I have to do the survey today. I didn't get a chance to do it, but I'm gonna do the survey for them. And so I went and did that, and I just could not believe, like, I'm saying all that to say this. It was just a blessing how God kind of sent that man down that aisle just for me and just for that purpose. And I know that's what that was about. Okay. I know that's what that was about. So because it was just so easy. He came like an angel, and it just made the whole experience amazing. So that is like a testimony that I am sharing, that has happened to me this week, and I am just so thankful and grateful for it. Yeah, so that is that, you guys. If y'all have any testimonies, you already know that they're always welcome. Put them in a chat, put them in whatever, we'll talk about them. Okay. But yeah, so now being that I'm working on my eyes right now. Oh, mind you, I am recording this video. I don't know if I told you guys. Of course, it's live because people is going to watch this later on. But I am recording this video, actually preparing for my unclockable, okay, unclockable nose contour technique. Okay, and it is my signature. Okay, I put the stamp on that. Okay, I put that wet ink on that one. Okay, like Disney. Okay, whoa, okay, but anyway, so yeah, now being that I'm working on these eyes, y'all, this is gonna bring up something I was going to share with you guys, and that is, I wonder if I should put that on the inside too, or should I just keep it kind of? I think I'll just do like this today. But yeah, so basically, y'all, I have been working on these black eyes. Do y'all see this? It is coming off like even darker right now. Now, mind you, what's going on with my skin is because it's actually peeling under here. So if you see all this texture and stuff, it's really peeling. Like I got flakes all over the place. And it's due to my anti-aging, skincare and stuff that I use every, I want to say like month or so. So yeah, I am shedding all over the place, and it makes your skin look like the texture is like really brutal, but that's because it's all about to come off. Okay, so that's what that is. And so also, that is bringing me to these black eyes. I just now started trying to lighten this, and it seemed like it's getting darker like the older that I get. And yeah, so it's my first week actually trying to stick to a routine. And y'all do not get mad at me, but I would have jars and jars of um, I would have jars and jars of eye cream and don't even use it, y'all. And don't even use it. So yeah, that is that. I'm gonna have to be more consistent with it. Kind of like my YouTube, kind of like my YouTube channel. Okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that. And then y'all, actually, consistency is really key. And it's crazy how powerful procrastination is. It is like a thief in the night. Like it is so subtle. It's nothing like a urge, like let's say you'll have like a craving or something like that for, some Starbucks, or some ice cream or a specific type of food, you like. Procrastination is slicker than that, y'all. Procrastination come by like real subtle and unnoticed, but it is very effective. Okay. And so I have just been paying a lot more attention to, you know procrastination and stuff like that, because I'm somebody who will actually um know when I need to do something and know what I need to do, but then I would kind of like put it on the back burner. And especially if it's easy, I'll be like, oh, yeah, that's easy. And it'll just keep going further and further away. And so that is kind of crazy. I can't believe I didn't put on my this here. But yeah, that's super crazy, y'all. So yeah, if anybody have any procrastination issues and stuff like that, I would tell you, um, I gotta see because my mirror right here. I would tell you to if it's something that could be done, super fast, just count to five and get up and go and do it, because that work every single time. I am not kidding you. You could count to not loud. You ain't gotta be counting out loud, but you just count to five and get up and just go and do it. And oh my god, you'll feel so much better. Okay, all right, y'all. So I am going to be putting on. I swear to y'all, I'm gonna be wearing this all summer, spring and summer. I'm gonna be buying this. I'm gonna get me one a little bit lighter than this because this one is just a tad bit too dark. Okay, just a little bit. But anyway, that kind of brought me to. I hope I let that stay long enough. But that kind of brought me to this little story time. Kind of like people. I've been attacked a lot. We all have. Okay, I'm not trying to you know what is it called? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'm trying to put Mary and Sue away. That's what's going on. They going away. They packing up and they going away. Okay, you'll see them tomorrow. But anyway, so basically, um, yeah, so I have been attacked, and I'm gonna tell you, this stuff has been happening for a very long time, and I know I probably sound crazy right now, but it's for real. Like yeah. So basically, you see this little scar right here. You see this scar right here. That happened when I was probably about, I want to say like nine. I want to say like 9 years old. 9 years old, yeah. So I don't know if y'all know, but I was born and raised in LA, and I had um, LA and Vegas, Las Vegas, and then we ended up moving to the Bay Area, okay, and Richmond, California, to be exact, okay. And so if you know anything about Richmond, California, then you know, okay. So it was kind of like a little. It was a small kind of. It was a small city, okay, and then so it's kind of close to, I want to say, Oakland, what they call a little LA, okay. And so yeah, so anyway, it was a hood. I grew up seeing a lot of drug addicts and homeless people, police, gunshots. I'm for real, okay? See, I told y'all it's a little too dark. Not it might work though, huh? Leave me a comment and let me know if I should get a lighter one of these, okay? But anyway, so yeah, I heard a whole lot of gunshots and everything, and ambulance and all that, music, just brutal, right? So in the ghetto, basically. And so I remember sometimes, like, we lived in the apartments, and this apartments was like right across the street from a liquor store. And so we saw everything. We saw everything. And so that meant that it was a lot of drug addicts and stuff, really close by. And so my neighbors next door, we had some new neighbors that had moved in next door. I lived upstairs. She moved next door, and she had a little girl with her. Now I was happy because I was like, oh yay, finally it's like somebody kind of like, somebody else to play with. Because next door to us, my grandmother had moved next door. And so, well, she originally had came from San Francisco. And so, but okay, baby. And then so after that, I was excited about our new neighbors and stuff. But it took some time for us to actually mingle or anything. I think because my mom was growing and stuff. Yes, thank you, honey. And then so because my mom, probably have found out, and because they were all adults, she knew that they were into drugs. Now my mom ain't never did no drugs or nothing like that. She wasn't an alcoholic or nothing like that. She worked for the church, she worked for the school, and all that kind of stuff, right? And so basically, I just remember one time my mom asked me to go to dump the trash, right? And so the trash was downstairs because I lived upstairs. And you walk down some stairs, and then we had like a big old trash, like the kind that would be like on the side of like Target and stuff like that, for the whole apartment complex. And so I walked down there, and I remember throwing the trash in the the garbage bin or whatever. And so I remember the girl coming down the stair. I keep looking here, and I need to be looking here. I'm sorry, y'all. But I remember, hi baby, can you close this? I'm almost done. And so I remember um I remember seeing the girl come downstairs like out of nowhere. Now, mind you, she had to walk past my door to get to the last door to go down the stairs to get to the trash can, right? So she just came out of nowhere, right? And she was smiling. She was kind of like this mixed girl. She had long, I want to say, um, mixed hair, and it was just like really long. And she was a little chubby. She appeared to be, not like a threat or anything, you know. And so I remember me throwing the trash in the thing and turning around, and then she called me. By the time I got up the stairs, kind of like to the stairs to go up the stairs, she called me, so I turned back to hear what she had to say. And the little girl threw a freaking battery at my head. She threw a battery. This been here since I was 7 years old. A battery at my head. And I didn't even know the girl like that. She lived next door, but I didn't even know her like that. And she threw it just right here at my head. And I've been there ever since I was 7 years old, y'all. Okay? 7. And I'm thinking, what the hell did I do? So then, girl, I was leaking. Blood was just dripping all down. And so I go upstairs, and I'm like, how the hell? Like, of course, I'm not saying how the hell at 7 years old. I probably was, but nah. But but yeah, I'm thinking like, I'm going up the stairs like, what the fuck happened? Like, oh my god. So I went there and told my mom, and oh my god, girl, this whole thing done. Oh man, it done lasted the whole time we lived there. We lived there for 10 years too, girl. And so I don't know what happened, but that is what happened to my forehead. So yeah, I was literally doing my makeup and I was like, you know what, let me just share what happened. So anyway, that just goes to show you just how the devil works and how the devil really do get into people and how the spirit just really have people do things and attack you for no apparent reason. For no apparent reason. Now, whatever happened after that, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Don't ask me. Okay, and my mama passed away some years ago on my birthday, y'all. But anyway, um, yeah, that was just crazy. So I don't know what that means, but y'all, I am just doing this base right here because I'm actually about to record the video now. So this is what it's looking like so far. And I am just loving how this is turning out. And y'all be on the lookout for that video because you're going to love it. You are going to love it, okay? You're going to love it. I swear to you. Like, I swear. You're going to love it. All right. You already know what all this is. Okay. I got to get some new makeup too. So that's going to be it for now, y'all. I got to start recording this other video. And I'll see y'all next time. Thank you so much for joining me too, you guys. Thank you. Please give this video a thumbs up. Also, because I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Is my mic working? Yeah? All right. See you in my next video.